A couple of years ago, ABC Family came out with their own movie, Cyberbully. It's the story of a girl named Taylor Hillridge and what happens when she gets her first computer. Taylor receives her very own laptop for her birthday and can't wait to be part of the popular social media page, Clicksters. Her mother warns her this may not be the best idea, but Taylor gets an account anyways. As you may see throughout the movie, people that don't like Taylor or have something against her are able to bully her online without her even knowing for sure who they are. Things like cyberbullying are shaping our generation. However, it's not the only thing that technology is doing to us. According to Christina R. Kirsting, an MALPC, 97% of adolescents 12 to 18 years of age use the internet, and over 80% of adolescents own at least one form of new media technology. Today I'll be telling you how these statistics are affecting what is known as the Y generation. Specifically, the problems that technology is giving our generation, the causes of our generation overusing technology, and lastly, what we can do to help our generation prosper. First, I'll tell you the problems that technology is giving us. The first issue technology is bringing upon us is that it's affecting our everyday relationships. In the year 2000, Lei Young and Wise said, "Mobile phones are largely a way to feel closer to family members, express care for others, and be available to others." We can observe the truth of this when we look at our own situations. Constantly, we are texting people, commenting on their Instagram, tweeting them to try to get closer with them, but really we're probably just distancing ourselves. And according to an article by Andrew K. Przybylski and Netta Weinstein in July of 2012, interviews reveal mobile phones can provide a continual sense of connection to the wider social world, a feeling that persists even when a mobile phone is on silent. Again, we can see this by looking at our own situations. Wherever we are, we're constantly hitting the lock buttons on the top of our iPhone to see if we have some sort of notification, and when we do, we usually get some sort of relief inside ourselves. The third way we can see this problem in our own lives is when we look at outings with friends, family dinners, or listening to our youth pastor speak at church. I can attest from my family that when we're out at dinner and our food hasn't come yet, 99% of the time, instead of sitting and talking to each other, we have our phones out. And girls at sleepovers, what do we always do? Sit on the bed on our phones. But not only is this affecting our earthly relationships, but our relationships with God. It seems that even when the pastor's preaching at church, people are constantly checking their emails and texts to see if they have some sort of notification when they could be missing a lesson that could possibly change their life. And I know for me, it seems that every time I try to have a daily quiet time, I end up distracted by my phone. The next problem that technology is giving us is that it creates a channel for indirect or anonymous bullying. And again, according to Christina R. Kirsting, higher levels of internet use have been associated with higher levels of depression and loneliness, and I have an idea why too. Texting is the first reason. Texting is so much easier to text someone something mean rather than to say it face to face. And so many people that would never say something face to face would text something nasty. And other things like sites like Ask FM, and believe me, I have one too, and I find much entertainment out of it at some points, but people are constantly getting the post a selfie, and if you don't get 100 likes, then kill yourself. And a lot of us take this lightly because we know we never commit suicide over something as small as this, but this affects tons of people. And something like this could legitimately make someone kill themselves. The problems that technology are giving us are greater than we think, and something has to be done. Now, moving on to my next point, I'm going to tell you the causes of the technology overuse. Again, according to Christina R. Kirsting, 97% of adolescents 12 to 18 years of age use the internet, and over 80% of adolescents own at least one form of new media technology. Not only this, but a couple years ago, Amazon came out with the baby-proof iPad case, which sold out in an instant, making technology even more accessible to young children. The more that young children have technology, the more likely it is for them to, in the car, when they're shopping with their mom, to be on the iPad or on their mom's phone, which is affecting our relationships and the generation to come. The next cause is the suicide rates. Suicide rates are directly linked with the use of internet. Suicide accounts for 12.9% of all deaths annually, and in the past year, 32,000 suicides occurred, which is equivalent to 84 suicides per day. the more technology we use, the higher the chances we have of our generation having more suicides. Now, the last thing is our solutions. Both the macro and micro solutions are very important in this situation. The macro solution is our government. The government passing a bill to ban internet, or to cut off all internet at night. I know this may not be the solution we want to hear, but I know most teenagers do a lot of their internet surfing late into the night. And with cutting off the internet at night, not only would this cut down the use of internet, but it would enable more sleep for students on school nights. The next thing is getting your parents involved. Studies show that only 16% of students surveyed regularly speak with their parents about what they do on the internet. I'm not saying that you have to give your phone to your parents every night and let them read your text, but if an issue like bullying does arise, let your parents know. They could save your life. The last solution is saying no. Encourage your parents to say no to your little siblings when they want use of technology, because the more that they use it, the more that their generation will be affected, and the less that they use it, then the less their generation will be affected. To recap, today I told you the problems with technology, the causes of those problems, and what we can do to fix it. Many of you may think that the effects technology are having on us are minimal, and even I hate to believe I might have to put my phone down for an hour or two a day, but ponder this. By the end of the movie, Cyberbully, Taylor attempted suicide. The effects of this are greater than we think. You may not think you can make a difference, but I'm telling you, you can change the world.